the biggest reason why I want to go so far and why I want to do more and accomplish more is because of two things. One, my inspiration comes from the willingness to help people to get out of their own heads and their own minds and what society continues to tell them. And two, it's to stretch myself as far as I can because I'm only here once. And three, for legacy, for wanting to leave my energy behind so that when I pass on, my energy still lives here. And what I mean by that is, for example, like Mac Miller, great artist, great rapper. Unfortunately, he passed away. Avicii, same thing. Great performer, great artist, passed away. But guess what still lives on? Their music, their energy, right? So whatever I gotta do to imprint my stand in society, I will do it. The reason why I'm so inspired and so dedicated and so motivated is because you really are only here one time. And you only have one shot at life. And the best part is that you never know when that one last shot is. You never know. And that's a good thing, because imagine if you did know when you died. You'd be so anxious for that day to come. All you'd be thinking about is that day. But guess what? There's a beautiful, blissful part of not knowing, because it inspires you to give it everything you got today in this present moment. And so my message to everyone is that whatever motivates you, make sure it's for the right reasons. Make sure it's for legacy. Make sure it's to stretch yourself. Make sure it's to inspire you to reach beyond your limit. So many people are so scared to start their own thing and to do their own thing and to become the best version of themselves. And it's like, you're here once, and you're in this body once, and you're in this life once. So why not just go for it? People are so scared, and they're so programmed to think a certain way and to give whatever society tells them to do. But here's the best part, is that a lot of people think that everything is dictated from the outside in, when really it's not. It's dictated from the inside out. Because how you perceive something is going to dictate how you act and how you behave. And so what you got to learn is energy, because everything is vibrating, everything's moving, nothing rests. Whether it's your body, whether it's your energy, whether it's money, whether it's people. People are always moving, people are always doing something. Money's always moving, so many transactions per day. Money's always continuing to flow, continuing to, same with energy, same with movement, same with body language, same with tonality, same with people, same with even this house. It may be, or not house, but apartment. It may still be still. You can see that it's still physically, but deep down, if you learn through science, it's vibrating through atoms. Everything's vibrating, everything's moving, nothing rests. Body in a coffin is still moving. The atoms inside of it. Why does a body deteriorate and turn into a skeleton? Why does our bodies turn to dust? It's because we're still always moving. Even when we're not physically here, but it's like energy is still moving. There's always something that's changing every single day. And so what I want you to understand is that everything's moving, everything's growing. And relating back to what I'm telling you is that you have to learn how to leave a legacy behind. And so that's what I want to do. That's what I want to become. I want to become higher. I want to become better. I want to do more and become more. Why limit yourself? The only limits that we place are within ourselves. So why not strive for more? I guarantee the limit that you tell yourself right now is the only thing that's holding you back. Oh, I can't make more than $50,000 a year. Oh, what the fuck? And that is the only thing that's holding you back. We are so powerful, guys. So powerful that we have the ability to create whatever we desire or limit ourselves. So if you can change your belief and reframe it, I always say reframing. If you can reframe your problem, you will always have a solution, no matter what. So, for example, let's say, Your problem is that you can't make more than $50,000 a year, right? The only reason you can't make more than $50,000 a year is because you can't believe that you can make more. And so you stay at a job that limits you to make $50,000 a year, and you don't strive for more. And there's some belief that you're telling yourself that's like, shit, I can't make more than $50,000 a year. What the fuck? That's because you're choosing to stay at the job that continues to make you $50,000 a year. Hello? Like, we are so powerful. We have the ability to limit ourselves to something so small. It's like, why? Like, you could easily double your income to $100,000 a year if you decide that that's what you want. But some people don't decide, and some people stay at where they're at because they're so scared. And I understand, money creates security. Money has the ability to pay your bills, this and that. But what you got to understand is transition. Transitioning yourself to make $100,000 instead of 50. How do you transition? You read books. You learn from people who are making $100,000 or more. You network. You reach out. You branch out. So the way I look at money now is doubling your income. So if you make $50,000 a year, the only way to make $100,000 is to change your skill set and your value to a certain market in order to make that $100,000. So what I tell myself is, how do I double my monthly, or how do I double my annual? You double your annually by doubling your monthly. If you make $2,000 a month, how do I double to 4? How do I double to 6? How do I go from 4 to 8? How do I go from 8 to 16? If you're so overwhelmed with your annual income of making $100,000, how do you break that down? Well, fuck. Damn, I make $4,000 a month. My goal is $8,000. $8,000 and $83.33 will give me $100,000. $8,333 is gonna make me $100,000. So you got to learn how to reframe. This is where I'm talking about reframing, right? How do you reframe your solution? How do you reframe your problem? You reframe it by breaking it down into smaller chunks and then learning how to achieve that. You reverse engineer. I want to make $100,000 a year. How do I make $100,000 a year? Divide that by 12. That'll give you your monthly income that you need to make. How do you go from, and then you go from 8,000, divide that by 4, I give you your weekly income. How do I make that weekly income? How do I make that possible? And then you start learning and growing and branching out to different things. And you go from there. But so many people are overwhelmed with this gigantic goal that they have. They don't understand how to reframe. Reframing is super important. How do I reframe this to make my goal easily attainable? You have to look at your goal as something that's easily attainable in order for you to actually believe that you can make it. Okay? So this all ties into the 3 things that I talked about, which is leaving a legacy, getting out of fear, and becoming more, and becoming better, and becoming a better human being, and becoming more. If a person that makes $200,000 a year is super comfortable with their living and super comfortable and their bills are easily paid, great. How do I desire to make more? Well, let's think about it. Like, is the people that come after you, like your kids and your kids' kids, gonna benefit off of $200,000? You got to find a reason to make more in order to become more, right? This isn't just about you; it's about the people that come after you. The future generations. The future generations are impacted by what you do today. And so the motivation here is you have to give yourself a reason to do more and become more, whether it's money, finances, whatever, relationships, whatever. You have to find yourself a reason to do that, and then you have to reframe it into smaller, attainable goals. So, that's all I wanted to share with you guys. How are you going to become more? How are you going to do more? How are you going to be more in this world? How are you going to leave your legacy behind? What motivates you? What inspires you? Find that out by trying new things. What do you think you'd be good at? Not even that. What do you think you enjoy? What do you like to do? What do you like to to accomplish? What legacy do you want to leave behind, depending on the vehicle or whatever that you want to do, what you want to be in? So it's all of that. What are you willing to accomplish? We live in a world where we're recognized through our ideas and our creativity. We're no longer in a society that, praises you for getting a great job or whatever. You can easily make the amount of money just by having that great job, by being creative and starting your own business and doing different things and leaving an imprint on the world, whether it's music or business or whatever it is that you do. We live in a connected society through technology that gives us the ability and the power to create whatever we desire. And we no longer live in a very rigid society anymore. We get recognized through creativity and through doing different things and trying different things. It's like we no longer live in this rigid world where all you got to do is just go to college and get a job and work there for 50 years and then retire. All the education, all the information is out there. All you got to do is just be open to learning it. So, as human beings, we are powerful and we create our reality. So that's all I wanted to share with you. What are you doing to become more? What are you doing to be more? What are you doing to strive for more? Stop limiting yourself. The limit that you set for yourself is actually something that you can pass if you just not limit yourself. We're so powerful that we can either limit ourselves or not limit ourselves. So we're that powerful, literally. Like, what we tell ourselves has the ability to propel us forward or move us back. So as they say, words cast spells. Choose carefully. That's why they call it spelling, is because of the words that we choose. So what are you telling yourself every day in your mind? Are you telling yourself that I'm going to accomplish this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to become this, believe in it, and then actually do it? Or are you telling yourself, damn, I can't do it, no way, this and that? Because words literally have energy behind them, right? You look at love and fear, you can tell the difference between the two just by the words that you use, right? So that's all my message is for today, is just to, choose carefully what your words are. Damn, like really, really take into consideration the words that you choose. And again, that goes back to what I'm saying, which is legacy, and which is striving to be better, right? Like, the only reason you're not striving to be better is because you're not choosing words to help you become better. Words carry energy, and whether it impacts you positively or negatively, they're still words. We get words a ton of times from our environment and from people that we hang out with. Those are the only two things that dictate our behavior, is people and environment. If you can get around great people that strive to do more, strive to become better, and you can get in an environment that actually builds that foundation, possibilities are endless. But you have to make that decision for yourself. No one else can decide that for you. And once you make that decision, once you make the decision to be better and do more and become more, then things are going to come along in your life that support that intention. And that's why I mean that we're so powerful that we actually get to choose the life that we create for ourselves based on the intentions that we set forth, the action and the energy that we put forth every day. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys. Like, come on, like, we are powerful, guys. Like, you have no idea. Like, just by learning and being open-minded to certain things has brought more awareness into what I need to do to accomplish my goals and to be more and do more and have more. Be, do, and have. That's the formula. Be more, decide to be more, then you'll do more, and then you'll have more. It's not the other way around. But you have to make that decision first within yourself. Once you find the energy within yourself to do something, it propels you into action. Life is a game. Life is an internal game. The moment you decide that someone else dictates your worth is the moment you're losing. because you don't know for a fact that you have the ability to do more and be more. Doesn't matter what everyone else thinks, because they're just thinking from their point of view. And if you have a vision and you have something that you want to manifest and you have something that you want to leave in the world, then do it. Don't be scared. People are only casting their judgments based on their previous experiences and based on their thinking. And it's based on the words that they choose. It's based on the words that they tell themselves every day. The words that you tell yourself every day literally put you in the position to either be successful or unsuccessful. So, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter who you are. As human beings, we literally have the power to choose what words we think, or what we think, and what words we choose. That's how powerful we are. So if there's one thing that I want to say to you guys, it's, hey, stop judging. Stop throwing shade and throwing hate to people who are actually trying to do something and leave something in the world. You see Albert Einstein, Mother Teresa, all these great people, Babe Ruth. You see all these people that left a legacy in this world. So many cast judgments, so many hated. That's because the people that hate are spending so much time hating that they're not even doing stuff for themselves. They're not even believing in themselves. And they're limiting themselves, and that's their choice. And there's nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with just, where they're at in life and what they're thinking and what they're deciding to be. And I cast a love to these people, man. Because I know for a fact that they can do what a successful person does if they just change their words and if they just changed how they thought. Right? Very simple. So, what I want to leave you guys with is, what words are you choosing every day? What frequency are you tapping into? Right? Super easy, super simple. You just got to learn the information. Tap in. Don't be scared. Go for it. You're here once. Why not go for it all? Who cares if you're afraid to make mistakes? Who cares if you're afraid to fail? So what? Time's going to pass anyways. Why would you spend time not doing something when you could spend time doing something? So, that's all I'll say. So, I appreciate you guys for watching till the end. Appreciate everything that, you guys do for me, which is just watching. And I love you all. I love you all. I really do. And thank you. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.